Without confidence, life is like a boat drifting on a river, without direction or purpose. No matter how intelligent you are, if fear and timidity dominate your actions, you will never be able to unlock your true potential. Many people live quietly, always afraid to speak up, afraid of failure, and afraid of letting others see their true selves. They choose silence and concealment, thinking it's safer that way. But this very choice causes them to miss opportunities to grow and achieve success. Confidence is not just the feeling of believing in yourself. It is the foundation that helps us overcome psychological barriers, daring to speak, to act, and to face failure. If you constantly worry that you're not good enough, not capable enough, you will never dare to step outside your comfort zone and try new things. Meanwhile, successful people aren't always exceptionally talented, but they all share a fierce belief in themselves, a willingness to fail, and a constant drive to move forward. So if you're feeling weak, discouraged, or afraid to show who you really are, remember this. Change begins with the belief you place in yourself. When you believe you can, the world starts to believe in you too. Long ago, in a bustling city, there lived a man who sold salt to support his small family, which included his wife and 2 sons. The elder son was a kind, timid young man who was very shy and avoided communication, while the younger son was energetic and confident. People around them often misunderstood the elder son's quietness as foolishness, leading to him being frequently taken advantage of and looked down upon. His father, a practical and strict man, was deeply disappointed with his son's shy nature and constantly scolded and criticized him, further deepening his insecurity. His lack of confidence began to affect his studies. During exams, his anxiety and trembling kept him from expressing his thoughts clearly, resulting in poor performance. As he grew older, his father assigned him to help with the family business. Though he feared failure, he agreed, not wanting to disappoint his father. But the anxiety and pressure led him to make constant mistakes and struggle with customer communication, making the business increasingly chaotic. One day, while his father was away, a swindler came and pretended to be someone sent by his father to collect goods. Unable to ask questions or object, the boy let them take all the salt in storage. When his father returned and discovered what happened, he was so furious that he kicked the boy out of the house. The harsh scolding, the shame from neighbors, and the overwhelming sense of helplessness made the boy feel utterly worthless, as if his life no longer had meaning. Overwhelmed with shame and despair, the young man wandered to a riverside where he intended to end his life. He believed his life had no value, that he was a failure, living only to bear shame and rejection. But just as he was about to throw himself into the water, an old man appeared, pulled him back just in time, and saved him from the brink of death. At first, the young man was angry and shouted, "Why did you save me? My life isn't worth living." But the kind old man simply smiled and said, "Life is a precious gift. As long as you're alive, you can still change everything. But if you give up, you'll never know what you're capable of." Hearing those words, the young man broke down in tears. He shared that he was timid, inadequate, poorly educated, and even scorned by his own father. The old man sternly said, "Come with me. I will show you who you truly are." Then he brought the young man home and gave him 3 tasks, one challenge each day to help him change himself. On the first day, the old man asked him to talk to 10 strangers and write down their stories. Though trembling with fear, he did it, and even made a few friends. On the second day, he was told to teach 10 children about the benefits of water. Confused at first due to his lack of formal education, he eventually realized that simply sharing what he knew was enough. Though clumsy at first, he slowly felt a spark of confidence ignite within him. On the third day, the old man gave him the final challenge. "Now go back home and apologize to your father." Terrified, the young man shook his head and said, "He will never forgive me. He hates me." But the old man calmly replied, "If you don't do this, I won't tell you the final secret, the one thing you truly need to change your life." After some hesitation, he took a deep breath and decided to return. Standing before his father, he bowed and apologized for his mistakes, promising to try again. The father, usually stern and hot-tempered, was surprised by the change in his son's eyes and voice. Realizing his son's genuine growth, he silently nodded and gave him another chance to help with the family business. Returning to the old man, the young man said, "I've done all three things. Now please tell me the secret to success." The old man smiled gently and said, "You've already found it. Your greatest enemy wasn't your shyness. It was your fear. People perceive you based on how you present yourself. If you show confidence, they'll believe in you. True strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from belief in yourself." Those words opened a new door in the young man's soul. From then on, he no longer let fear control his life. A few years later, the person once labeled a failure had become a successful businessman, respected for his intelligence and resilience. His success didn't come from magic, but from small, consistent steps on the path to overcoming fear. He once believed he was a loser, born to be left behind, but everything changed when he dared to face himself. He realized that confidence isn't something innate. It is built through each confrontation with fear, each failure not given up on, and every moment of stepping out of the comfort zone. His transformation is a powerful testament that anyone can become strong, no matter how humble their beginnings. What matters most is believing in yourself. When you believe you can, the world begins to reflect that belief back at you. Confidence is what carries us forward when everything feels hard. It's the light that guides us when we are lost in the darkness of doubt and fear. That young man, once scolded by his father and mocked by neighbors, became someone respected by all, not just because of his success, but because he dared to change, dared to believe in himself. His story reminds us all. Within each person lies a hidden strength, waiting to be awakened by courage. So start with small actions. Talk to a stranger, share what you know, apologize to someone you've hurt. These are the first steps to building confidence. The world sees you the way you see yourself. Believe in yourself, because within you is someone far stronger than you think.